use headphones for best experience. Thanks for your fantastic support. Hi. It's about time I record another video, don't you think? So welcome to another video. This is gonna be historical map video, some show and tell and some tracing with a pointer. And it's not always easy to know when you're confident enough to record, feel you want to have the authority to talk about certain things. I read a lot lately about history, and the problem with Wikipedia is that you can click on links all the time, and you start at one point at one location on the internet, and then clicking links, and you end up in a totally different place. So I read about Roman Empire, I read about migration period, I read about Egypt kingdoms, and Christianization of England. I read about Bronze Age, Nordic Bronze Age. I read about the Celts. I don't know what I've not read about at this point, but now I just feel okay, let's do a video that I wanted to do for quite some time, and it's about the German Confederation. And I'll start with some facts that I picked from Wikipedia. So the German Confederation, or the Deutscher Bund, was an association of 39 German-speaking states in Central Europe. And it was created by the Congress of Vienna in 1815. To coordinate the economies of separate German-speaking countries and to replace the former Holy Roman Empire, which had been dissolved in 1806. So I guess it was a result of the Napoleonic Wars that ended in 1815. And in 1866 it was something called the August Treaties, when a new North German Confederation was created. It was a treaty between the Kingdom of Prussia and the other northern and central German states, and that initially created the Norman German Confederation, which was the forerunner to the German Empire. And the German Empire was officially founded in 1871. So I have always found this interesting. Germany before Germany. I mean the unification of Germany in 1871. on maps you can always see so many states, it's so messy. And I also think of fairy tales, like the Grimm tales. I always, when I read or think about the Grimm fairy tale, I always think of one of these small kingdoms with, like, each kingdom had its own king, its own prince and princess. So, and it's also interesting that Luxembourg today, small country, and also Liechtenstein here, they like remind us of that time when this whole area consisted of small kingdoms, duchies, electorates and everything. So I want to show you the 39 states that made the German Confederation in 1815. And we'll start in the north. And I'll zoom in a bit. So, here it says Duchy of Schleswig and Duchy of Holstein. And today the southern part of Schleswig and the Duchy of Holstein here make the modern German state of Schleswig-Holstein. I think Flensburg here is one of the most northernmost cities in Germany today. So here we have the border today, and at this point the Duchy of Schleswig was considered Danish or independent, I'm not sure. But the German Confederation started here with the Duchy of Holstein, called Holstein and Lauenburg. Lauenburg is this part to the southeast. And this state was actually held by Denmark. It was a personal union with Denmark, so it had the same monarch as Denmark. And I think this is a really interesting area because here's the area where the Jutes, Danes, the Angles, the Saxons came from. This area is where the Saxons is believed to be from originally. And during the migration period, the middle of the first millennium AD, a lot of these people migrated to England. And I think this river here, Eder River, is considered the border between the Angles people, the Jutes people and the Angles people. You also have the Frisians here somewhere, the Franks. After the Roman Empire, the first millennium, these migrations going on, a lot of people migrated. I think it was because of climate changed. In the Nordic countries it became much colder. So we have the Holstein and Lauenburg state. The capital Glückstadt, located here by the Elbe, the mouth of the Elbe River. Next we have the city-state of Lübeck. And Lübeck joined the treaty in 1820, so 5 years after the Confederation was founded. And Lübeck was a free and Hanseatic city. Hamburg, another free and Hanseatic city, also joined the treaty in 1820. So these three states are those who now belongs to Hamburg and Schleswig-Holstein. Let's move on to Lower Saxony, or Niedersachsen. It doesn't say hangover here, it's Hanover, Kingdom of Hanover. The capital is Hanover here. Here we have the Weser River, Bremen and Bremerhaven. Bremerhaven is an exclave to the Bremen city-state. Bremen, including Bremerhaven, joined the treaty in 1820, just like Hamburg and Lübeck. And Kingdom of Hanover is really large kingdom. We also have Holstein-Oldenburg. Holstein-Oldenburg, so it's this large part here, surrounded by Hanover, and also here you can see some green areas here, surrounded by Holstein. And it's also a third part here, far to the south, called the Birkenfeld exclave. And we have the state of Schaumburg-Lippe, Principality or Fürstentum of Schaumburg-Lippe. Let's see, it's a small state. Here, I think this yellow. And the capital was called Bückeburg. And then we have Brunswick. That's the English name for this state and city. The German name is Braunschweig. The Duchy of Brunswick, or Herzogtum Braunschweig. The capital was Brunswick. And today we have the German state of Niedersachsen. here somewhere, including Brunswick and Oldenburg and Hanover and Schaumburg, Lippe. And we move to the east, and we have the modern German state of Mecklenburg-Western Pomerania, or Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. Here you can see the Oder River. That's today's border between Germany and Poland. At least here to the north, it makes the border. And the states of the German Confederation were Grand Duchy of Mecklenburg-Schwerin, in the capital Schwerin. Can't find Schwerin on this map actually. And we have the Grand Duchy of Mecklenburg-Strelitz here. This eastern part, also western part here. Smaller part. And the capital was Neustrelitz. I guess located here somewhere. And then we had the really large state of Prussia, with the eastern part here. And it says here that the states belonging to the German Confederation are giving a surface color. So I guess Prussia extended far to the east here, with East Prussia, West Prussia and Posen. But somehow those parts weren't considered parts of the Confederation by this point. So we have the province of Pomerania, Brandenburg, Silesia, Saxony, and in the western part we have Westphalia, Rhenish Prussia, or Preußen, and the capital of Preußen, or Prussia, was Bern. And Berlin was actually not a city-state of its own, like it's the case today. Let's move on to Saxony-Anhalt, or Saxon-Anhalt. Mostly part of Prussia, as you can see. All of this blue color is the state of Prussia. But in the middle here we have the Duchy of Anhalt. And from the beginning it was actually divided into 3 states. So we're gonna go through all the 39 initial states, so we have to mention the 3 parts. It's Anhalt, Bernburg, Principality, and the capital Bernburg by the river Saale. I guess it's here. And we have Anhalt-Dessau, with the capital Dessau. There you can see Dessau. It's located by the Mulde River. This one. And we have Anhalt-Köthen, with the capital Köthen. Köthen should be located between Saale and Mulde, so it's here in the middle. And from 1863, all these 3 principalities were united into the Duchy of Anhalt. Let's move on to the western part of today's Germany. Today's state of North Rhine-Westphalia, or North Rhine-Westphalen. Historically, consists of 2 parts. It's the Rhenish Prussia and Westphalia. Westphalia to the east and Rhenish Prussia to the west, along the Rhine River. And a lot of today's states you can actually see here. This map, 200 years old map. You can still see here the modern state of Saxony-Anhalt follows the Prussian province of Saxony and the Duchy of Anhalt. Brandenburg is here today, and Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, Mecklenburg and this part of Pommern. And North Rhine-Westphalen is basically this western part of Prussia in 1850. But besides Prussia, we also have the Lippe-Detmold state. I think it's this one, yeah, LD, Lippe-Detmold. It was a separate state by this time with the capital Detmold. Today this is the most populous state of Germany. A lot of big cities here: Cologne, Düsseldorf, Hesse, Kiel should be here somewhere. No, sorry, Kiel is here. And then we have lower Rhineland. Here it says lower Rhenish Prussia. Today we have Rhineland-Palatinate or Rhineland-Pfalz. is the part called Pfalz or Palatinate. So I guess the modern state could be southern part of Prussia, these small states or parts of states, and this part of Bavaria. I think half the state of Nassau is today's Rhineland-Palatinate. But here we had Hesse, Hamburg. I have to find Hesse, Hamburg now. Where can it be? Here. HH. Can you see it? Light brown color here. Hesse, Hamburg, inherited by the Grand Duke of Hesse-Darmstadt in 1866. It was one of the 39 original states in the Confederation. The capital, Bad Homburg. Bad, actually, there are a lot of cities starting with the word Bad here. Baden. I think it means spa, so it's some kind of spa. Healthy place. You can take a bath, I guess. And yeah, so we have this was part of Oldenburg, like I said. This was the Hesse Hamburg. This was part of Prussia, and this was part of Bavaria. Then we have Nassau, partly today's Rhineland-Pfalz and partly Hessen. Today's Hessen, I guess, are these historical states. Somehow, something like this. So the Duchy of Nassau had the capital Wiesbaden. Here, Wiesbaden. And then we have the state of the Principality of Waldeck. Also divided into two parts. It should be the southern lands are Waldeck and the northern lands are called Pyrmont, small northern territory. I think it could be this one. It's the same color. Some dark pink color here. The capital was Bad Arolsen. I guess here in the southern part somewhere. And then we have Hesse. Actually two different states, the electoral or electorate of Hesse. I don't know how to say it. Hessen, Hesse, or Hesse. Electorate can be translated in German into Kurfürstentum. So Kurfürstentum, Hessen. The capital, Kassel. I haven't found Kassel. Yeah, here it is, Kassel. By this river, River. And have two exclaves to this electorate. It should be something called Schaumburg, surrounded by Niedersachsen. Could it be this one? Something called Schmalkalden, surrounded by Thuringian. Guess it's really small, I can't find it now. But let's move on to the Grand Duchy of Hesse. It's this yellow part. Let's zoom in a bit more. Hessen, the Great Duchy, or Grand Duchy, or the Großherzogtum Hessen. Also two separate parts. To the north we have, I think this could be Upper Hesse or Oberhessen. And this could be Rhenish Hesse, Rhine-Hessen. Capital of this whole state should be Darmstadt here. And then we have a city-state, Frankfurt, joined the treaty in 1820. Seems like all these city-states joined after 5 years. After this confederation was founded, and I think that is all the states of today's Hessen. Let's move on to Thuringen. Okay, Thuringen. Here it says Thuringian states. Today's German state of Thuringen. And this is gonna be quite a challenge actually, because in 1815, you can't see it really on this map, but in 1815 this area was divided into several small states with exclaves and enclaves, really messy. And this area is also called the Ernestine Duchies, so there were a lot of duchies here. And I'll start. Also this area belongs to the Thuringen. We have a Schwarzburg, Sondershausen. That's actually this northern part here, surrounded by Prussia. Saxony, the Prussian province of Saxony. So the capital was Sondershausen, you can see it here. And then we have Saxe-Weimar-Eisenach. Saxe-Weimar-Eisenach. I think this state was divided into 3 main areas. One to the very west, the district Eisenach. Then we have the big district of Weimar, the capital Weimar. Here. And then we have the district of Neustadt. Should be here somewhere. And a lot of exclaves. I think this one belongs to the Schwarzburg Sonderhausen state. No, sorry, the Saxe-Weimar-Eisenach state. And the next state within the Thuringian states is Saxe-Coburg. Here you can see Coburg. So this was the Duchy of Saxe-Coburg. And we have another part of this state, this duchy, that's Saxe-Gotha. Here you can see Gotha, capital Gotha. And also Saxe-Altenburg initially belonged to this, as part of this state, this duchy. And in 1826 they were joined into the Duchy of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. So it was only in the first 11 years of the Confederation that these were separate duchies. Then we have Saxe-Meiningen. Saxe-Meiningen. And it's a duchy here to the south. This bluish area here actually belongs to Prussia. So south of this Prussian exclave we should have the Saxe-Meiningen, with the capital Meiningen. Also two enclaves here, I think. Around the Weimar district. And then we have Schwarzburg, Rudolstadt, county or principality. And I think, yeah, here, Rudolstadt, so it's this area here. Next to this Prussian province. And of course Rudolstadt is the capital. And then we have Reuss. These light red areas here are the Reuss Elder line. Consisting of two main areas here, with the capital Greiz. And the Reuss younger line, two main areas here, the capital Gera. Here, see Gera. And then we should have the Duchy of Saxe-Hildburghausen. And that should be located here somewhere, between this Prussian area and Coburg. An area called, or a duchy called Saxe-Hildburghausen, with the capital Hildburghausen. And the ruler became the Duke of Saxe-Altenburg in 1826. But initially this was its own duchy. So that's the Thuringian states, in the area what's now the German state of Thuringian. From a very complicated area to the next one, to the east, that's a really simple one, because it's almost follows the borders of today's Saxon or Saxony. It was a kingdom by this time, with the capital Dresden here, by the river. Is it the Elbe River? I think so. So here's the Elbe River and the kingdom of Saxony. Let's move on to this part of the country. Today, this is the state of Württemberg, or Baden-Württemberg. At this point, it consisted of 3 or 4 separate duchies or kingdoms. So we have Baden, Grand Duchy of Baden, Großherzogtum Baden. This odd shape here, following the Rhine River. And the capital was Karlsruhe. Haven't found it here. Maybe you can see it. Here, Karlsruhe. And we have the kingdom of Württemberg. The capital Stuttgart. Stuttgart. And then we have 2 separate provinces. It's Hohenzollern, Hechingen. Can't really pronounce that, but I guess it's this part basically. And also Hohenzollern, Sigmaringen, mostly the southern part of this light blue area here. And in 1850, these 2 states became part of Prussia. But here you can see Hohenzollern, capital Hechingen for the northern part, and Sigmaringen for the southern part, by the Danube River. So that's the historical state of today's Baden-Württemberg. You can see the name, the modern name. You can really see that it used to be basically 2 separate areas, 2 main areas here. Baden and Württemberg. I guess a lot of these kingdoms and duchies that we've gone through now derives from really a long time ago, like in the medieval times. During the Holy Roman Empire time. I think if you flip through this atlas you can see, I guess I show you a map from the 14th century before, and you can see a lot of these names in that, on those maps too. But now we have a really big kingdom to the south, and I have to zoom out a bit to show you the whole state. So it's the kingdom of Bavaria, or Königreich Bayern. It's this part, what's today, basically what's today is the state of Bayern, but also this western part was included by this time, west of the Rhine River. And this part, like I said, is called the Palatinate, or Pfalz. And not a part of the state of Bavaria today. And the capital was Munich. I guess it's the capital today as well in this state. And also the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg was part of the German Confederation, but it was held by the Netherlands. It was independent in a personal union with the Netherlands after the Treaty of London in 1839. But before 1839 it was an independent Grand Duchy within the German Confederation. But I guess the reason why it's not a part of Germany today, and it's an independent nation, could be because of this Treaty of London in 1839, when it became a part of, or when it joined the Netherlands in a personal union somehow. Also we have Liechtenstein, Principality of Liechtenstein, Fürstentum Liechtenstein, the capital of Vaduz, and the capital of Luxembourg is Luxembourg. But, Liechtenstein actually was separated from the German Confederation in 1866. Also, I think that could be the reason that it's not part of Germany today. Maybe, it's a guess. Because it was before the unification of Germany in 1871. And parts of the German Confederation of 1815 was also outside today's borders, German border. So it was parts of the Empire of Austria. You can see here that the areas given a surface color belongs to the German Confederation, or are part of the German Confederation. So it's the province of Bohemia, Moravia, Upper and Lower Austria, Salzburg, Carinthia, Carniola, I guess this is today Slovenia, Tyrol, Silesia, both the Prussian part and the Austrian part here, in today's Poland and the Czech Republic, I guess. And the area here to the very west of today's Austria is called Vorarlberg, just east of Liechtenstein. So here you have the border to the German Confederation. The southern part of Tyrol is now Italy. Trent, Adige River. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to learn this myself. So, it's really fascinating, all these duchies and kingdoms. It wasn't so long time ago that these were considered separate, independent states. Even though I guess this was the start of the thought of a German empire in the middle of the 19th century. Thank you so much for watching.